Hamilcar Barca was a Carthaginian general and statesman who played a pivotal role in the First Punic War and the subsequent revival of Carthaginian power after its defeat by Rome. He was the father of Hannibal Barca, one of history's greatest military commanders. Hamilcar's life and achievements laid the foundation for the Second Punic War, which would bring Carthage and Rome into conflict once more. Hamilcar was born into an aristocratic family in Carthage, likely during a period of relative peace. His early years remain largely undocumented, but by the time of the First Punic War to 642-41 BC, he had established himself as a capable leader and tactician. The war, fought primarily over control of Sicily, pitted Carthage against the burgeoning Roman Republic. Despite being a late entrant into the conflict, Hamilcar quickly distinguished himself for his ingenuity and daring maneuvers. In 247 BCE, Hamilcar was appointed commander of Carthaginian forces in Sicily. At that time, Carthage was on the defensive, having lost significant territory to Rome. Hamilcar adopted a strategy of guerrilla warfare, leveraging Carthage's superior naval capabilities and exploiting his intimate knowledge of the Sicilian terrain. He conducted daring raids on Roman positions, disrupted supply lines, and avoided direct confrontations with Rome's superior legions. Hamilcar's campaigns were notable for their resilience and innovation. He established a base on Mount Eryx, where he withstood repeated Roman attacks. His ability to sustain his forces under harsh conditions and maintain morale showcased his exceptional leadership. However, the Carthaginian defeat at the naval battle of the Aegates Islands in 241 BC forced Carthage to sue for peace, ending the First Punic War. Despite his efforts, Hamilcar's achievements in Sicily could not reverse Carthage's ultimate loss. After the war, Carthage faced an internal crisis, a rebellion by mercenaries and oppressed subjects, known as the Mercenary War. The conflict threatened the very survival of Carthage. Hamilcar emerged as the city's savior. Taking command of Carthaginian forces, he displayed both ruthlessness and strategic acumen in defeating the rebels. The war reached its climax at the Battle of the Soar, where Hamilcar's forces encircled and annihilated the rebel army in a brutal engagement. His victory solidified his reputation as Carthage's foremost military leader and restored stability to the state. However, the conflict also deepened his animosity toward Rome, which had taken advantage of Carthage's weakness to seize Sardinia and Corsica. Hamilcar's greatest achievements came after the Mercenary War, during his campaigns in Iberia, modern Spain and Portugal. Recognizing the need for resources to rebuild Carthage's power, he led an expedition to Iberia around 237 BCE. There, he established Carthaginian control over rich silver mines and forged alliances with local tribes. Hamilcar's successes in Iberia were not merely economic, they were also political and military. He founded the city of Arcaluc, modern Alicante, and laid the groundwork for a Carthaginian empire in Iberia. His army, strengthened by Iberian recruits, became a formidable force. Hamilcar's policies and conquests provided the resources and manpower that would later enable his son Hannibal to challenge Rome. Hamilcar's death in 228 BC remains somewhat mysterious. According to historical accounts, he drowned while crossing a river during a campaign against an Iberian tribe. His death was a significant loss for Carthage, but his legacy endured through his children, particularly Hannibal, Hasdrubal, and Mago. Hamilcar's determination to rebuild Carthaginian power and his hatred for Rome profoundly influenced Hannibal's strategy during the Second Punic War. Hamilcar Barca's life was marked by resilience, strategic brilliance, and an unwavering commitment to Carthage. He transformed Carthage's fortunes in the aftermath of its defeat in the First Punic War and laid the foundation for future resistance against Rome. Though he did not live to see his dreams realized, his legacy as a masterful general and visionary leader endures in history. His story is a testament to the enduring spirit of a nation determined to rise from defeat.